They told me not to make a talk show,
We've literally never done that.
so I did anyway. From conversations that go absolutely nowhere to opinions forged in the fires of free time and questionable judgment. The 52nd best rated talk show of the 22nd century. You could say I'm proud of it. I'm deeply aware. Welcome to WheelyTalks. And with that, we are in, I think. Let's get that thing. Greetings, stream lovers, thrill seekers, conversationalists. We are coming to you live from behind the RGB Razer microphone. Just as always, under the bed. My brain is indeed inside my head. How are we doing tonight, guys? POTUS, thanks for hopping in the stream. Welcome to the stream, brother. Let's move that up just a little bit. I still might need to reinstall the app, but hey, that's okay, because I need to fix the chat. Doing alright? I don't know if anybody's chatting. This thing's just slow. Very slow. Spitting bars. Hey, you gotta do it somehow. You gotta do it sometime. Now, I've said this before. That's a bit of a head nod to Rush Limbaugh. So, you know, he was the if you've ever read Rush Revere, right? It's that guy who wrote those books. So you know the voice. If you know, you might. But yeah, that's just a little bit of a hat tip to that head nod. But Stanley, Maddie, welcome in. Lur's here too. Yeah, I got my Stanley. Very nice. But anyway, we're all doing all right tonight. Chat's kind of slow, but it's okay. It's okay. Still can't get over how last night's stream ended up playing out. That was wild, man. Dude, best stream I think I've ever had. Of course, I haven't had all that many, but we've had a few. A little slow. Yeah. No, chat's not doing well. All right, we got to do our little our little mic check to make sure everything's coming through this thing. Right, so I'm just gonna twist this knob as usual. And you're going to tell me if you hear stuff going down, up, just making sure it changes and that it's going through the correct input. So mic test in 3, 2, 1, and I'm testing the mic down. We're coming back up. Can you hear me? Coming back up, all the way up, and right in the middle, right there. There's where we'll go. We're all good. We're doing swagger. POTUS, fire away, brother. I will try to answer to the best of my ability. I can only give you my belief, though. I can't give you the guaranteed truth. So I can give you input, but yeah, POTUS, fire away, brother. Now we'll give him just a second to type that in. But if anybody else has stuff they want to throw out there, if you're in chat, you are completely welcome to ask questions. I will see them considering we only have about six viewers in right now. That's okay though. Dude, 6 the wheel crew, that's perfect. All right. While he's taking a second, we'll go over the snacks we got tonight. I found that I have a bag of peppermint sticks, so I don't know. Might be munching down on some of those. Got a nice little thing of Tic Tacs. That's whatever. But of course, the crunchy corn chips, the honey barbecue. Now, oh, I just dropped stuff everywhere. That's probably no good. I don't know if the question's already been asked because it's not showing up on my end. So we'll give that just a second. Ark, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Ark. Now, I'm not entirely sure what all tonight should be about. It's basically a free night. Just dropped my cards everywhere. Saw a 2-pound peppermint stick. Goodness. Who's buying that though, Lur? It could have been you. Why wouldn't you buy the 2-pound peppermint stick? Is my question. You know? Now you could have just as easily, pick that thing up and put that in your cart. And then you know what you'd have right now? You'd have yourself a 2-pound peppermint stick. And I feel like that would be pretty swag, right? Because not everybody can say that they have a 2-pound peppermint stick. But we're still waiting for POTUS to throw that question up in chat. We're gonna do a little bit of cardsy stuff. I do not like having this chat box because I know y'all can't see through it. As a matter of fact, I think I can edit these actually. I can. Let's see, can I make this see-through? Window opacity. That's a bit better. That is a bit better. A little bit harder for me to read, but y'all can see it at the very least. But to be completely honest, I'm not sure how big this question... Oh, there it is. 3 angels in the Bible. Gabriel, Michael, and... Do you believe there are more than those 3 named angels? Yes, I do. Yeah. Because it also talks about in Revelation God having an army of angels when he comes back and finally throws Lucifer into the lake of fire, right? So that's one instance, but yes, I do believe there are going to be more than just those 3 angels. Right? And not only that, but like there's guardian angels out there, right? And that's what I believe, right? So I can, like I said, I can't be your teacher, but I can put out the input. Also, it was Lucifer who was the fallen angel, or Satanic. But anyway, if I may ask, you've been reading up, doing a little bit of, or is that just a general question? Because Uriel, the guard of Eden, is not named in the Bible. Well, shoot. No, that's a good question. That is a good question. Now, there's people who aren't named, of course, but there's still stories of people in the Bible who do not have names, right? But it's a whole topic. I don't know the most about it. I'm learning more as I go on. Marissa, welcome in. Maddie, welcome back. Sorry your phone died. But anyway, I do have a few people I could ask that. I'll get a better answer to you probably later. But Anyway, so, oh, follow certain literary styles. The main literary style used in the Old Testament is one that gives us what's necessary. Yeah, no, it's not going to name everybody. Well, you also got to take into account it kind of does name everyone. Like family lines, like right after the creation. It's going through like everybody. And Zebedee was the son of so and so was the son of, So I wouldn't say it doesn't. I wouldn't say it keeps detail short, but I can see what you mean, right? Of course, I have my Bible right there. I could look stuff up if need be, but it's a very interesting topic. I'd say research that on your own, just so that way you can also think about it in your way and be able to comprehend it. Because I'm going to comprehend and know stuff differently than a lot of other people, right? We're not going to think the exact same way. Withheld multiple parts of the original matter. I thought the Pope was Catholic. Wait a second. Well, see, the thing is, let me pull this out. Ugh. The Bible. It's not. Yeah, the Pope is Catholic, Larry. So that's what I was. Yeah. They use the. Who am I thinking? No, I think it's Mormons that use the Quran. I don't know. I don't know very much about so many other religions or anything like that. But the Bible, this right here, is all you really need. I don't think anything's really withheld. But the Pope, of course, that's a little bit different, right? Because it's interesting. I don't know. There's a few things that I could say on that, but I'm tired and it probably wouldn't be put into the correct words. Like, I know what I'd intend. But if I said them. God wrote the Bible. And he put those words into the minds of man so they would write it for him. Right. So, of course, let's see. Like in, what was it? Matthew. In Matthew's letters, pretty sure it was Matthew who wrote the letters to the Roman churches and, all that. But, for example, right? Like Luke. Exactly. So, multiple people, technically. If we're talking in a earthly sense, it was multiple people. But what or how did humanity start? Well, of course, it says in there, and earth was formless without void. God created the heavens and the earth. Started with that. He made the creatures of the sea, the sky, the sun. Let there be light. Well, yeah. There's like the book of There's like the book of Job. There's the book of Enoch. There's stuff like that, right? Is God real though? Yes. Now, of course, I can't force anything on you, right? But I can tell you what I believe. And when I'm going to put it bluntly, I believe yes, right? Now, let's open up. POTUS, it's okay, dog. It's okay. Let when you talk about how did the Earth start, or how did humanity come into, let's that all starts at Genesis 1:1, right? So you go back, very first verse of the Bible. Most people have heard this. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, right? The earth was formless, without void, and it goes on to tell you all about, you know. Oh, well, you can see, Larry. You can call this controversial, or you know, those are genuine questions, right? Because those are some pretty good points. Of course, there's stuff that I don't know very well that I would have a hard time explaining, so I need to learn more before I can exactly answer. How many times have I read the Bible? See, that right there, like, that's a hard question. Because you don't usually, well, haven't usually read the Bible from front to back, right? Now, if I need to find a certain passage, like, let's say Proverbs or Acts 20:32, and I commend you to God so that you may have an inheritance of those people. That's not how the verse goes exactly. But, so when people ask, how many times have you read the Bible? My answer is going to be, I don't know for certain. Now, of course, there's a bunch of different ways you can go about reading the Bible. You can follow along with somebody else. Let's say you're going to church, just fine. You can read from front to back. And, you may have to read stuff a few times. Yeah, no, you're not going to read it and just be like, that's exactly what it means. A lot of stuff takes thinking on, and you need to know the context of stuff. So when people pull out, like, random little bits and are like, what does this mean? Like, face value, what does this mean? You can't answer stuff at face value, because you need to know the context, right? And that's why a lot of stuff gets taken out of proportion, gets really controversial, people get angry, because it's misunderstood. And a lot of the Bible these days is very misunderstood, and people have sort of settled on the misunderstandings is the issue. Now, there's stuff that I can say that I'm not going to say in stream just for the sake of, keeping the peace. But there, of course, Ark, Lur, POTUS, y'all can talk to me about this after. But, like, when people bring up where in the Bible it says stuff like, for example, homosexuality being a sin, yes. Yeah, I believe that's a sin, because knowing the context when it reads that, and also just what stuff means, that's an example. That's an example. I'm not saying. Yeah, historical concepts. Yeah, no. So some stuff will be, very fairly straight up. Like, Jesus wept. But then you're going to get stuff like, let's see. Let me find something and just pull something completely out. Let me find something. Well, I'm in John right now, so it's kind of it's kind of interesting. But yeah, like, concerning righteousness, because I go to the Father and you will see me no longer. Like, what, are you just going to not see me anymore? No, that's because that's not the context. This is talking about the work of the Holy Spirit. Did not say these things to you from the beginning, because I was with you. But now I'm going to him who sent me, and none of you asks me, where are you going? But because I have said these things to you, sorrow has filled your heart. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is to your advantage that I go away. For if I do not go away, the Helper will not come to you. But if I go, I will send him to you. And when he comes, he will convict the world concerning sin and righteousness and judgment. All right. Shoot. I haven't read that one in a second, but reading the Bible. See, when you say peak fiction, I'm going to pick that apart just a little bit. No, I'm kidding. But No, we've been having a little bit of a discussion. Oh no. Thank you, Aunt Cheryl. I will keep that in mind. I will pray for Grandma. Thank you very much for telling me. Um, we, yeah. Cornelius, thank you. But like I said, don't let me be your teacher, right? Because if I teach anything, especially if I teach you wrong, come the day of judgment, I'm going to be judged harsher than anybody else because I'm not a teacher and I'm not supposed to be a preacher. Like I said, I'm giving you my side and I'm giving you what I believe and what I currently know. Because believe me, I do not know everything. Big fiction. It's an auto response. It's okay. Well, see, of course, to others, it may be fiction, right? But does that mean I have to agree when people say that? No, exactly. So that's just being general. Yeah, Cornelius. But that's just being general. So, if I believe something, which I hope everybody would do, if you believe something, I hope you would stand by that because that's what makes a strong person, right? Now, of course, nobody ever will all agree collectively. Everybody ever will never collectively agree on one thing. So there's going to be arguments and there's going to be disagreements. But of course, arguments don't have to mean yelling, fighting, Believe me, you're doing the whole gap year on this. Hey, no, Val, it's okay. I was messing with you. Exactly, because there's stuff that's not revealed to us, right? But there's stuff we know about. And what's given to us, I believe this is all we need, right? Because, of course, if we, Elmo, don't worry. I trust you, brother. I trust you. Nah, my sister was messing with you. Oh. Well, y'all, Pretty Girl might join the live. Let's see. Oh. Well, you can say Catholicism, but there is also a lot of historical evidence because stuff's been found, and you can visit the legitimate places that stuff happened in the Bible. Now, I know of cases. Of course, there's Emma. Welcome to the stream, Emma. But so but yeah, no, I'm not gonna go into the whole, like, do the whole. And here's every historical evidence ever. That would be a lot, and that would be very controversial. And of course, people would get mad and try to pick me apart. And very frankly, I'm exhausted from today. Well, exhausted. No, I'm just tired. So I wouldn't have my full, potential to be able to, to actually be able to put out what I know. Yeah. Emma, so right now we were going over a few questions and, not an argument. Definitely not an argument. We were a little bit of a discussion just about Christianity. Yeah, and people are throwing questions out there and, stuff like game theory. Nah, brother. We're talking real life theory right now. Why are these sealed at the top? Why were they sealed and wrapped up? Who? You're stopping yourself while doing dishes. Okay, this is very weird. Because this was scrunched like that and wrapped in one of these, except the entire top is sealed. 3.14159, there you go. Rip Matt Pat. Matt Pat's still alive. Oh, I did just lose the game. Y'all, for those in here, y'all just lost the game. Just so you know. Anyway, Emma, I believe you have a little bit of a. If the top is sealed, well, yeah, exactly, Ark. That's what I was saying. Anyway, Emma, I believe you've had a bit of a day going skiing. So, y'all. Now I won't say where, but Emma went skiing today. I know I'm experience dumping just a little bit from Emma's pot. But I believe you have some stuff to tell me about, right? Did you fall and break yourself at all? Let's hope not, but the one who introduced you freed you. There he goes, like it's fell twice. Snowboarders. That's what I was telling you. So my sister, for context, my sister does not like snowboarders. Whenever we go skiing, we always find ourselves getting chopped off and cut off by snowboarders. Right? I hope you're okay, Emma. I hope the falls weren't too bad. But they always find a way to make their way right in front of you. Do I know FNAF lore? I used to. I think I still know a lot of it. But no, you like skiing and do watch FNAF. Okay. Oh, brings me to a genuine question. For those of y'all who've seen it, no spoilers, unless y'all want any. If you've watched the FNAF 2 movie, right off the top of your head, out of 10, what would you rate the movie? Air hugs, there we go. Thank you, Emma. Yeah, no spoilers. Okay, Elmo's saying 10 out of 10. We got 10 out of 10. Yeah, no spoilers. Val, if movie theaters are like still playing it, I think everybody who's like crazy about it has already gone and seen it. So if you go, you might get a fairly empty theater. Right? Dude, the movie theater FNAF experience is actually really good. No, it was fun. Elmo's saying 8 out of 10. So Maddie, I don't watch ice hockey. I don't. But. No, I'm kidding. There's no but. I just don't. Well, shoot, Emma. They don't want you going alone. See, Emma, if you came down to Tennessee more often, you know we'd have a loophole to that, right? But anyway, okay, POTUS, that's real though. That is real, but it was not as bad as we thought it was, right? No, you're right. You're definitely right. There's some very crazy people out there. But see, nowadays, most of those people have already gone and seen the movie. Holy cow. Oh, I see, I see. Nice and not called. It's okay. It's okay. We understand. But like the crazy people have probably already watched it. I am not liking this peppermint stick. It's weirdly tough but like soft. It's like a buttermint, but really weird. Not liking it all too much. Bringing a live chicken to the next movie you watch. I like your way of thinking. I like your way. Send help. Emma, are you good? Emma, if you need something, text me real quick. Elmo, you have yourself a question. Let me hear it, brother. Or let me see it. Oh, no. Yeah, the chat is so delayed. It's terrible. It's terrible. No, I'm probably going to reinstall this app just to try and fix the chat. Because this widget is not in real time and it sucks. No, that's true. That's true. War Moon. Welcome to the stream, brother. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Hold on. Oh. Gets us on. Elmo crashing out over rocket. It's a rock. It's Iraq. See you, Elmo. Ace 3X, welcome back to the stream, brother. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see, Ace, I gotcha. The chair's coming with me though. Chair's coming with me. Where's a fake gun that I can hit a 360 no scope with? We may just have to use the hammer. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's not the same as a gun. It's not the same. I will take it with me though. Rocco was here first. Where did I get the setup? I got the setup for Christmas. So that's kind of the only reason I'm streaming right now. Holy cow. The socks? Are you talking about mine? The Bigfoot socks? Dude. Thank you, thank you. I've been reunited with these socks after a second. Hammer? Like the hammer and helmet? No, but I do have one of those down in my garage. But anyway, speaking of the setup. Also, socks and carpet, electrical relationship. Okay. This carpet doesn't exactly... It doesn't exactly generate much static. Thankfully, for whatever reason, I've never gotten anything from it. But speaking of the setup, it reminds me. Y'all, we've had terrible lighting this entire stream, and we've been going for 41 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and fix that real quick. Now, just like always, I hope you're not sitting in a dark room. Boom. There you go. How terrifying you've gotten with it. And you go right. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm not going to say good boy. I've grown from that. Nope, come on. We got some technical difficulties for just a moment. I may have to stand off the chair. Temporarily blinded you? Holy cow. This chat, I just realized if you're talking about... Oh, so love has blinded you. I see. There it goes. We got one. And here goes the next one. All right, gang. Flashbang warning. There you go. Bum, 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 bum. Blind. You blind for... Think fast, chuckle. Bing. And, nope. You look straight up just like that. And just like that. Gang, we have some better lighting now. We have some much better lighting. Love you. But, anyway, so the lighting. I should probably get something higher. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know, or just find like a room. Like a better room. But, either way. It's whatever. I just realized the counter went from 16 straight down to 1. That's okay. That's alright. It's probably inaccurate. But anyway. Oh yeah, I also got this thing for Christmas. Now, I don't know if I've showed anybody this. But you know how people are always crying about a filthy clanker taking their job? Now... Oh. Now, you may know that I like cards, right? I do like cards quite a bit. I won't stick my nightstick in. Revelation 21:8. 21:8. Liars go to hell, guys. Liars go to hell. It says that right there in the Bible. So anyway, we got a... You know, I like to do the little bits like that, right? But what if I told you? What if I told you even this job was getting sold to a filthy clanker? Right? Now, I don't know if you can say it. Throwing the hard R. Burn, sinner, burn. Burn, sinner, burn. But anyway. Even my job's getting stolen. You know why? I don't know if you just saw that. I don't know how clear that was over the stream. But I have a card shuffling robot. Which, you know, if I'm lazy and want to play like a card game with somebody, I might use it. or I could just do simple stuff like that, right? Hey, I said clanker, not the bad one. Emma, Maddie is asking if you have pets. Oh, let's see. See if I can. Oh no, it's not gonna go well. Okay. Well, I tried and I failed, and that's okay. That's what happens. Emma, we're talking about Clanker, not the bad ones. Okay. Someone ought to get General Grievous in here. Emma does have a pet though. And Emma, text me real quick. Can I talk about your dog? Can I talk about your dog? Now, I know logically it shouldn't be a problem. But then of course, I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about you or how much you want me to talk about you on here. Cuz of course we have some stories. We do have some stories. Sure. Okay. But yes, Emma does have a pet. She has a dog named Harley. And this dog is like, you know, 18 something years old. Pretty old, right? And you know, when I last saw this dog, which was when me and her hung out on the 27th. Okay, as long as it's not, I can't exactly talk about anything bad about you, even if I wanted to. But see, anyway, this dog is like 18 years old. And he's going blind, or is blind, deaf, something like that. But when we were standing there outside watching the dog go out and use the bathroom. And, you know, I wouldn't say sad, because this dog's lived a long life. Kind of silly, though. Emma guest star when? We were talking about this last night. Sometime in the future. But, anyway. Yeah, the dog is just kind of stumbling around just a little bit. Emma says maybe soon, POTUS, it depends. But that would be such a goated stream. Getting a lot of yo. I wonder if I can do a Trinity with this. Let's try something. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the one where they take the 3, take another. I failed already. Whatever. I messed it up. I can try that again. I'm not good at this one. And they take like the 3, strip out another one, boom, stick them all together just like that. How many cards do I have? So I can tell you, like, Theory 11 wise, I think I have 5. Funny story to stream. Okay. Now, Emma, I don't know if you want me to disclose the information about how we actually met, but that one is pretty funny. That one is pretty good. Okay. Yeah, let me okay, yes. All right, before I tell that story, which I will tell that story. Let me go through. So, Theory 11 wise, in total I think I have like 8. But I have more nice ones than Bicycle. Well, not Bicycle's pretty nice. If you need, you know, something $3 right on hand. You'll be just fine. So we got those ones. You know, Monarchs, Citizens. Where's my other ones? I gave one deck away to one of my buddies. Because... Wait. Oh boy. So we will see. We will see. We will see. Sorry I couldn't last night. I got tied up in a good way. Not literally. Not literally. I'm not that kind of guy. You know what you're sending me for my birthday? Oh boy. Oh boy. I should be concerned. I should be concerned. Anyway, yeah, so this one was my first deck. My first deck of Theory 11 ones. Now, of course, I've had a bunch of Bicycle in the past. But the Artisans. These things are... I love these things. They're just old and worn down now. So, of course, now I got the Citizens for Christmas. Ooh, gold. Shiny. Nice. It's a nice backside. It has a double side in there. But, oh yeah, that one goes up with the Artisans. And right here we got the Royal Monarchs. The red ones. These ones are probably my favorite. I'm not even going to lie to you. We got the Yellowstone. If you've ever watched that show, which, to be completely honest, I don't. I haven't. I just have the cards. Because the cards are pretty cool. Like, man, come on. Why wouldn't you? Anyway, I will tell the story in just a second. Let me go through the last ones. And we got the High Victorians. 3.14159. There you are, Maddie. Anyway. Let's bring this back to, what was it? Summer of 2024. Right? Of course, we're edging closer to summer of 26. Right? So, I've been waiting since the year previous, because I was going to do my first ever... I'm going to be completely honest. I think I've already showed stream what you got me for Christmas before you knew I had before last night's stream. Hold on, I'll show him again, but let me tell the story. But anyway, yeah, so I'd been waiting because I was going to do my first leadership program, which if you don't know what that is, yeah, Jacob, you were there that year. I'm pretty sure this was your first year, first or second, something like that. But, you know, if you don't know what a leadership program, it's basically our regular 1 week, except it's more than 1 week. So this one that I was going to was going to be 2 weeks, right? And it was going to be like, you know, a little bit more chaotic plays. I do remember you, brother. But you know, it was going to be a little bit more service based, of course. But it's still going to be fun, and we're still going to have like a group and everything. So that we get there the first day, unpack, I meet my boys, right? And that was a goated group. There was a lot of drama throughout. 17-3 is what it's called, but you know. Oh, you're looking. Yeah, I know, dude. The James Bond ones are really cool. Of course, there's also like you got the Star Wars ones are pretty good, but I don't really. $99. Look, hey, I want you to look up Card Mafia. POTUS. I want you to look up Card Mafia. But anyway, so, and you know, we haven't met our girl group yet since the first day. Another story for another day, yeah. Learn y'all, dang, you're leaving us already? No, it's okay. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thank you very much. But, you know, so it was the next day where we met the girl group. And we're all standing in a big circle. Because we're going to do team building. And meet each other. And, you know, team building. If you've ever done that, it's just a bunch of games on team building. But, anyway. So, we meet all the... Those are... Yeah, POTUS. Card Mafia ones, I want them so bad. So bad. But they're expensive. But, you know. So, later, we're at the lake, right? It's lake time. We get a few hours just to hang out and have fun. And we're not working yet, since this is like the, second day. Okay, this is 6-7. This You get it? But anyway, yeah, so me and my buddy Tyler, who was another guy in my group, we were standing there on the beach. Right? And we of course y'all might know that I deal in some yo-yos. Big ones to be exact, big ones. They're right back there. But anyway, so me and him, I was teaching him how to do them on the beach and we were just fooling around having fun. And then get this. Two girls walk up to us. Two of them. One named Emma, the other named Autumn. Somebody's outside my door, but they ask, "Hey, later free time, do you guys want to come hang out at the sidetrack with us and some of the other group?" Right? And we're like, yeah, absolutely. Right? And we go there later. And, we get to meet each other like a bit better because we have most of the group there, and we're playing Uno. We start playing Uno. And this is one of the stories that Emma remembers about me because we were playing Uno, and I skipped her 3 times in a row, and there were quite a bit of people, so it wasn't like, oh, you can go again in 2 seconds after I skip you. No, you had to wait like 3 to 5 minutes. You know, so Uno test friendship. I know it was a test, and you know I'm mind blown. We're here today. I skipped her 3 times in a row, but that, and I also stole her goldfish. But that's okay. She stole my snacks at the movie theater. So was it Cheez-Its? I thought it was goldfish. It was Cheez-Its. You had a box. That's right. That's right. You do okay with that? Goldfish, Cheez-Its, something like that, man. Dog, it's whatever. But I stole her snacks. And but anyway, so Line, you like it too much. Okay. And of course I was messing with her just a little bit. Because a lot of people probably do that. If it was a mutual liking. But see, at first when she had told me like that she liked me, right? I was like, I'm not gonna reject you yet, of course, because why would I? We're gonna spend the next 2 weeks together, and of course I didn't plan to reject her at all. But then we kind of we went through the next week, and we went through a few experiences. Now I won't say them exactly on stream, but let's just say they were a bit interesting. A lot of drama. A lot of drama. Oh, Autumn told me. Yeah, no, I had pulled you to the side later, didn't I? Something like that. Okay, let me preface this. This was 2 years ago. I will probably remember some things different, but that's a-okay. That's okay. Yeah, no, Autumn did tell me. Autumn was the one who told me, not Emma. Because Emma ran away. But, So anyway, down to the point of the story. That's really basically how me and Emma met and established that we, you know. So hey, I'm very grateful things panned out the way they did, drama or not, because I know there was a lot of that. But hey, that's okay. That's okay. It makes for some pretty good story time. Maybe that's a good something you like very much. Well, see, but y'all are just violent. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ark, I know what kind of person you are. No, I'm also kidding. What in the world? Oh, there it goes. Huh. See ya, Maddie. You have yourself a good night. But that was an accident. You knifed Lur. Ark. That's right. You did not. No. Not no, Emma. Not in real life. Not in real life. In the Discord server, there's a bot where you can attack people. But anyway, so shoot. Trying to remember. I had something that I was gonna say about 2 seconds ago, and it just completely slipped my mind for whatever reason. Oh yeah. No, me and RJ. Emma can tell you. Me and RJ will fool around a little bit. See, Lure Arc, completely away from the relationship. If you're just knifing each other as friends, that's a. I can't say nothing about that. I can't say nothing against that. Because Emma will Hanya, you're back to school today. Shoot. Dang, Hanya. Oh yeah, you are. It is morning for you, isn't it? Yeah, welcome back, Hanya. We'll preface with that. Dude. There you go with school. Hope that goes well. Hope that does go well. Oh yeah, and hot sauce. Me and my buddy Ross, we do a little bit of foolish things. Sounds like so. Where's Preston? I don't know where Preston has been. He's not been joining. Val, I thought we have gotten up to that. I'm not even gonna lie. When we were sitting on the train car with your new knives, did we not do that? But anyway, yeah, no. So once me and Ross were fooling around, right? And we were sitting at our countertop. And I have a lot of hot sauce, right? And one of them I have, you might have heard of Trace Diablo sauce. It's like ghost pepper, Carolina Reaper, and habanero, something like that. Something, yeah, no, yeah, it was. So it's those really hot ones. And I'm pretty sure that thing had like a 9 million on the Scoville unit. So, me and him, first off, what we did, we went through all my hot sauce, and we ranked it on a scale of hotness. So, like, how much it hurt or how much it burned. Of course, the Trace Diablos was my definite hottest. Right? So, through the wood. That we did. Yeah, no, but so we ranked it from hotness. And we ranked them from just general goodness, too. One of them, I had like a chocolate habanero sauce. Oh my goodness, I need to buy some more of that stuff, man. That stuff was so good. Like, not even really hot. It was just really, really tasty. It was like sweet. I put that stuff in my noodles, dude. POTUS, you're gonna disappear for a little bit? Yes. See ya, POTUS. When does my school reopen? January 22nd. Habanero chocolate. Yes, look it up. It was from a Hell's Kitchen set. But dude, that is the best hot sauce I've ever had. I need to get some more of that. May have to leave soon. Will join lives. Oh, Emma starts school tomorrow. Oh boy. Well, shoot, man. Chocolate hot sauce is genuinely the best hot sauce you will ever have. Emma, I'll try to call you after stream. Val, I'll also try to call you after stream. I'll try to call both of y'all after stream. Of course, I'm gonna be making food because I'm a little bit hungry. 22nd, not 23rd. 22nd. But man, love you. 12th, you too. Three-way call. Well, I mean, we good. Just me and Jacob usually call over Discord because me and Jacob do a little bit of gaming. So, but anyway, yeah. So we went through, and then we came to the Trace Diablos. I still have a video of it. That I don't. I probably won't be able to find it, but you know, man. And that Trace Diablo stuff. I like to think I have a pretty good, heat tolerance, spice tolerance, whatever you'd like to call it. By thank you for hopping in the stream. Think makes the stream a lot better. But anyway, yeah, no. So I like to think I have generally a really good spice tolerance. But this stuff, oh my goodness. Holy crap. I'm saying that stuff was like, whew. That's not something you just put on tacos. Tell you after stream. Goodbye to everyone. Virtual hugs, guys. Virtual hugs. But W Emma in the chat. W Emma in the chat. But, And then he ended up taking it home to let his dad try some, and I never got the sauce back. And I asked him about it the other day. And see ya, Hanya, you have yourself a wonderful day at school. And see, I never got it back. And I asked him about it. And he said, I'm never giving it back to you. He's like, I like that stuff too much. I don't even know what he's doing with it. Because last time I saw him have it, he was dying, basically. See ya, Ark. You have yourself a wonderful night. I'm probably going to close out here in just a second, too. Because we have been going for an hour and 8 minutes. It's currently 7:30, so I'd say that's probably a pretty good time to cut it out. So we'll go for another 2 minutes. But yeah. So certainly okay. Never lend your friends hot sauce if they say they're going to give it if they say they're going to let their dad and sisters try it to see their reaction, cuz you will not get that hot sauce back. Yeah, I can say that pretty much for certain, because I've lived that experience. Yeah. Well, anyway, y'all, so I'd say, end it out as we usually do. Thank y'all for coming to the stream. I'd say this stream tonight has been very nice. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.